Listen, if you can't loudly rip ass in the gym locker room, which, by the way, is the same place that saggy old men put their fucking junk up at the hair dryer thing to dry out their old ass pubes, then like, where can you rip ass? Well, I can tell you this much: it's not the produce section of the grocery store. I had some people be pretty upsetty spaghetti with me.
Thralls, balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, and Wooly. Those poor carrots. Oh, what's up, swingaz, from the TB headquarters in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin? Welcome to Thralls Balls, episode 79. I'm Wooly, the flippy-flappy evoker, and joining me is Gershom, the sassy-ass hunter, and Bentolas, our resident raw-mogging rogue. What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, swingers?
Oh, swingers.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think of that slight change to the intro? I think I started doing it last week. I don't know. I feel like I want to say what classes we play in the intro just because it sounds fun.
Oh, I like it.
I think it's a good idea.
I thought you were talking about the farting thing because that was like, I was like, oh, that was the cold open you had last week, and then you replaced it, and then I saw it come up, and I was like, oh, Wooly thought of me. He put a cold open about fucking farts and old man pubes. Love you.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
That's what's up.
If that weren't so long, I would definitely wait. We had an episode called the Pants Shitting Bandwagon, and that was so long. So maybe this one will be farts and old man pubes. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What have we been up to in WoW? Gershom, you haven't started this off in a bit. You want to say?
Sure, totally. So almost exclusively time walking. I did an ass ton of time walking. So I basically toggle back and forth between Gershom and Notokas, depending on like who has more of the badges. And this time is basically it's the other one every other time, because one will get enough badges to get them out, and then one will have less, and so I'll do that one. But I haven't done that since Dragonflight dropped because I was like so busy with everything else. And so I fucking realized that Notokas was still 60. I don't know why in my head I thought she was 70. I don't know. I was like, oh, it's my other max level. Not true. I was doing Love Rocket, which is pretty much the only other thing I did this week. And I was like, why am I fucking sucking? Like, what's happening? And then I'm like, oh my God, you're level 60. Fuck. So I took her through time walking. So fast to level. So fast. It was like 12 time walkings and she was 70. And between the stuff, so she did the like 12 or 13, whatever. She got to 70. At that point, she was able to pick up the weekly quest, which gives you, like a vault piece, or like a LFG, like 389, I think it is, or something like that. And then I got a bunch of those pieces doing the time walking too. So I started out at 60. I level 256, which was basically like catch-up gear from Shadowlands and a couple pieces of raid, because I had jumped into raid like in season 4 with Uno Mas, just to like check it out or whatever. So that, and then so I ended at 70 after like 12 plus the 5 more. So it was like a total of 17 time walking dungeons, and now I'm like 319, like, which isn't great, but for having not really done much except for 20 time walkings, that was pretty cool. It felt pretty nice. I like that. It felt good. I think that the expansion overall is really casually friendly, so I enjoyed that. Like I said, I did the Love Rocket farms, no dice on that. And then I bought a couple tier pieces, but I ended up just keeping them for the Mog, because the pieces that I got in those mythics I bought a couple weeks ago were actually better, and I haven't even upgraded them yet or tried to upgrade them. So I know, Wooly, you were telling me like how to upgrade, because I had asked you because I didn't understand. I still gotta go check that out. That was on Gershom, not Notokas. But my tier set was trying to replace my critical strike chance with versatility. And I didn't understand that because verse is like the last stat for a BM hunter. It's basically crit and then your choice of mastery or haste, you know, and then verse is last. So I didn't understand why my tier pieces kept wanting to give me more versatility and take away my critical strike. It's really weird, but I got him for the Mog, and the Mog's all right. It's not that great. It's whatever, but I have him. So, and then I think the only other thing I've really been doing is I got the fucking Arthas book, which I posted about on Twitter. I bought myself that finally. I had to look on eBay because I wanted the Blizzard Legends version, like the reprinted kind of like dope big looking one with like the cool cover and stuff. And I'm reading that shit and I'll be like almost about to like cry on the bus. It's such a good book. it's so good.
It really is.
Is really like I could go on for an entire pod about just everything. I think probably the crux of it is it like, oh, you know what's coming, and we all kind of know the story, obviously, like inside out we know the story, but it's like it's just so well written, and it's just Christy Golden, like, but it's just like the golden touch is just so good. It's just so good. I mean, even little, like, I'll just tell you like one favorite part, and this is early on. So Arthas ends up being one of the first people that Varian is left alone with after the refugees from Stormwind come to Lordaeron, and King Tyrannus takes them in, and you know, Arthas is kind of like in his room, like, yeah, he's gonna bring Varian to me because we're like the same age and stuff, and blah blah blah. And it's true, they bring Varian to him, and they're like, well, my lord, you're filthy. You've been at sea for like 3 weeks, and your parents just died, and your city just died, and you must be in bad shape. So we're gonna get you a bathtub, and you just hang out here for a bit. And so, of course, finally, in the ensuing silence, he finally breaks down. He just starts sobbing and sobbing, and this is when him and Arthas make friends. But there's this moment where Arthas is like, what he starts thinking about how he would feel if someone came, and I think the book literally says, he's like, how would I feel if someone just rolled through and stabbed my dad, if someone assassinated my dad? And it's like, how the fuck are you gonna think that and then grow up and stab your dad? Like, it's just fucked up. It just makes me like, I like clutch my heart, and I'm on the bus. I'm just like, God, this book, like, I've had to close it. It's like, I know it's just a fantasy novel. It's so good. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Reading Arthas, and I did an ass ton of time walking.
I have a thought about your hunter tier thing. I don't know shit about hunters, but is it possible that your what do they call that, loot specialization somehow got set to a different spec? I don't know if any of the other specs use verse, but I don't know. That,
that's a good question, and it's totally worth checking out. I didn't even consider that. I don't think so. I think, well, that's what's weird, is because I wasn't sure where verse fell into. Like, I don't know shit about hunters neither. Like, this is the most I've ever played the entire game. Like, yeah, I got back into it in Shadowlands a bit, but I'm talking about now, I'm like, oh, knowing how to upgrade my gear and stuff, but I'm still getting used to it. And I just, not entirely sure why it would throw me the verse like that over the crit. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yep, but that's where it is. Hey, swingaz, holla back. Call to action. I'm fucking something up. I know I am. I'm doing something wrong, but whatever. It is what it is. I bought them already for the mogs, so if I need to do something to them, then I'll just go do something to them.
Hell yeah. Bent, what about you? I keep stealing your thunder talking about raids, so this time you can talk first.
We make good progress. Brewkeeper will probably kill it next week. Other than that, we are, plugging along. I've been doing my Mythic Plus as normal. I actually leveled up my Druid today. I'm going to try out Resto and Boomkin first, but the goal is to play all 3 specs, so that's my alt of the week. If you guys didn't know, it's really easy to go from 60 to 70 time walking. It takes like 2 hours.
Dude, it's ridiculous. Like I said, I did the same thing on No Tokas. I was like, I did it with the girls around and with everybody, just like in an afternoon. And that was with long breaks to, deal with kids, deal with dogs, and et cetera, et cetera. So it does go really fast.
Well, what happened when you were leveling your resto druid? What happened to you? Something happened. Something exciting.
What happened?
Oh, I know.
Something dropped for you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got the mount for Magister's Terrace. I guess it's like really rare to get. I was like surprised when it came out.
I have it.
Yeah.
I like never fucking use it, but I have it. Congrats on that, man.
Yeah, totally. I got it too. But...
I'm now a mount collector, I guess.
Welcome to the club, bitch.
It figures that it goes to the guy who doesn't give a fuck about mounts.
Or Mog.
I also got 3 of the pets too.
Have you even like customized your dragon riding mount?
On my rogue I did. I put the black scales on it.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so I guess raid, I was there as well. Personally did better than I had previously. I felt like I was actually doing well. Well, relatively well, because where an evoker really excels in the broodkeeper fight that we were working on is the ads, and I was on the boss, but that was okay with me because that was easier to wrap my head around. Because as we've established, I am not good at evoker. But still, I feel like I did better. I've had a problem with dying a lot, so I wasn't dying as much until the end of the night when like my brain was just fried. But that'll happen. So, like you said, we're gonna be pulling on Raz, giggity, and we'll see how that goes. We need to get some. Wait, we didn't kill Broodkeeper, did we? I don't fucking remember. No, we didn't. It was the end of the night. So we need to kill that bitch. Managed to force myself to do some Mythic Plus. It's easier to do with Guild Group because then I don't have to worry about people yelling at me. Well, no, not true. I don't have to worry about people yelling at me and meaning it. There we go. Fucking Flurpy. I don't remember if Flurpy was even playing. I think he was. I don't know. That's honestly basically all I've been doing. Either as I logged in, did raid, did the Mythic Pluses. I've been thinking of ways to try to get the last Glory of the Legion Hero achievements that I need, which require group cooperation. And it's hard to find a group for that because people aren't doing that shit. So I've been thinking I might bring a couple trial accounts into the mix, see if that works. I don't know, but I specifically want that because I want that white and blue tiger skin for my feral druid because I think it looks bomb as fuck. Anyway, that's all I've been up to. Really riveting stuff up in this bitch. You guys want to move on to the mixed drink of the week?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Baker says fuck yeah too.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to vamp.
Wait. Oh, I hit the button too early. Sorry. Say that again.
I just said I hope I don't have to vamp for some reason, but let's do the drink. Fuck yeah.
No, we're good. Here we go. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week. We have been going through drinks that exist in the game and bringing them to life and making them alcoholic if they are not alcoholic already. So before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody, I'm going to try to say it super fast again because sometimes I mess it up. Please only partake of the mixed drink of the week or any drink for that matter if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. Furthermore, we're not responsible for any stupid shit that may befall you as a result of your own stupid shit. Close enough. So, like I said, we've been going through drinks that exist in the game. And this week, the one and only Gershom is up, and she has the Emerald Dreamtime. I have been thinking about this a couple days, not really 100% sure where she's going with this, but I feel like there's that sounds like a sleepy time tea to me, except I don't want to throw the sleepy time into it because then we're going to be falling asleep while recording. So what I'm guessing is you made matcha and mixed alcohol in with that, which now that I think about it sounds terrible, but that's my guess and I'm going with it. I'm thinking you mixed matcha with, I'm guessing this again, edible glitter to make it shimmer, and let's see, what alcohol would work with that? I want to say Bacardi Limon. That probably wouldn't mix well, but that's my guess. Bacardi Limon, matcha tea, and edible glitter to make it shimmer. How about you, Ben?
Dragons are always sparklated.
I think you're right. It's gonna be green. I think it's Mountain Dew, it's vodka, and then you got to make yourself sleepy, so you roofie yourself at Roofalo.
Jesus
Fuck you!
Christ.
Fuck you, Boasty. Nobody's roofing anyone.
What?
Roofie yourself. That's fine.
No, that's totally fine. No, I have kids. That's great. I'll just do that. Hey, when you can't sleep, just roofie yourself.
Plot twist. Ben's right.
Plot twist. Actually, that's what we did to you at TBCon. Just kidding. We slid that into your warm Jägermeister. That's what happened.
I knew it.
Just kidding. Please don't. Okay. So you guys were both close in different ways. I'll address Wooly first. Let me see. So this is good. It's got me going a little bit. You can tell I'm like, so it is green, Emerald Dreamtime, obviously. And I wanted to go with a tea thing, but I wasn't feeling tea either. So what I did was, this is from an old shot too, when we used to work in the service industry. So I did sort of borrow this, but the shot was called a liquid marijuana. And it was basically Malibu, Captain, and a splash of sweet and sour. And that was a shot. So I guess it kind of was relaxing like marijuana. It didn't necessarily taste like marijuana. Anyways, I made this shot again to see how I liked it. And I didn't like it as much. It hits you really hard because of the rum. So I made a mixed drink out of it. So it's basically a shot of Captain spiced, not the white one, the brown one. A shot of Malibu. Oh, and a shot of Midori. That's what makes it green, duh. And then I topped that off with Diet 7-Up. So it's kind of bubbly. It's relaxing. It tastes very good. It's kind of fruity, and it just feels kind of like something you could see like a dragon like sort of sipping on. It's pretty good. I'm drinking it right now. It's pretty good.
Hell yeah. I like the sound of that.
But you can still send me off, and I'll just take a big gulp for the swingers. Sure
thing. So, over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole. As you're taking a big, deep gulp.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty good.
Oh, maybe that's a better show title. Big, deep gulp.
Oof, yeah. No, it's good. It's a little strong, though. I've got this in like an 8-ounce cup, so it's about half and half of each thing. And yeah, it's pretty good. We'll see where that goes, though. Yeah, so that's the drink.
That's the Emerald Dreamtime. To reiterate, that is a shot of Captain Morgan spiced rum, a shot of Malibu, a shot of Midori, and you mix all that with, you pick Diet 7-Up, but I am assuming normal 7-Up can work too.
Obviously, yeah, just because I'm the diabetic. Yeah, the rum's gonna fuck me up anyways, but whatever.
That hell yeah reminds me, this is totally unrelated. We were in raid a couple weeks ago, and I forget what he said, but Viz he said something and nobody responded, and it was quiet for a second, then he just goes, hell yeah, and it was really funny. Yeah, it kind of had to be there though. Okay, next week I am up and I have the Morning Glory due. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't even know if I'm going to go the route that it implies, that it's some kind of dew made out of a morning glory flower, or if I'm going to use the obvious erection joke. I really don't know. We have to wait and see. So, teasing the mystery of it all. So let's move on to the WoW News then. We are kind of flying through the show today, but that's totally fine.
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
And actually, we don't really have a lot to say about WoW News as it is, but that's fine, because I sort of think Question of the Week is going to take up a lot of time, and it's going to be hilarious as fuck. Anyway, for the news, Activision Blizzard is ending their work from home. I haven't looked too much into this, but I imagine there's going to be some exceptions, right? Because, I don't know. So basically, this is what the headline says, and there's a lot of split opinions about this on the internet. A lot of them coming from employees, and they're, you know, some of the concerns I'm seeing are valid. Like, what about people who live far away or who took the job knowing they wouldn't have to relocate, being told they wouldn't have to relocate? And, you know, that is definitely a valid concern. Personally, I don't have a strong opinion about this. I've heard some sound arguments in favor of it. I've heard some sound arguments against it. But, you know, I figure as long as we talk about things Activision Blizzard does, we might as well mention this. I don't know. Do you guys feel strongly one way or another about that?
I mean, I sort of feel like, just to touch on your point, like, yeah, what if you accepted that job? Like, I mean, big companies like this, and it's not just Blizz, it's like all the like huge tech companies ended up getting like tax breaks and payroll breaks and stuff because they were able to like let people work remotely, and it increased productivity, I believe, and I think that's a good thing. So I don't know how they're gonna like backpedal. Like, I hope there's some sort of exception. Like, and what would that exception be? Like, oh, sure, you can still work from home. I mean, so my point of view on this is that, like, at my job, I'm expected to be in the office at this time. But if I need to work from home, like because my kids are sick or I'm not feeling well, or, you know, my basement flooded or something like that, then I can work from home. And the major stinkers in this are the people who can't. So in my company, there's people who can't work from home. They work in the reception area, and they answer phones and they do stuff like this, so they can't work from home. And like, low key, this one girl who works up there kind of started this little like revolution where she's like, well, why do they get to work from home? And we were all kind of back there like, well, because we got promoted, we used to work in the front office, so get good, you're mad, you know? And so it's kind of like this thing in my office. Anyways, like office drama. But I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I wish people had the opportunity to work from home. I find myself more productive when I'm at home. I get distracted at work, and I feel like I want to jump up from my desk all the time. When I'm at home, I'm like totally stoked to just be there and just smash out my work. But I know, Bentolas, you work from home too, so like, what's your perspective on that?
I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, you sign up for a company, they get to make the rules. At the same time, I think any company that's going to force people to come back to the office is going to lose a lot of their best employees, because they'll just find jobs in places where it's remote. And it goes back to what I've been telling people in my organization. If you want to make people come back to the office, don't make it mandatory, make it optional.
Yeah, I think that's what you do here.
Or make it so like you have certain, like, for example, I have to go in every Thursday and every other Wednesday, which is fine with me, right?
Like on Zoom, or to like an actual place?
No, to an actual like hard office.
Oh, okay.
But it's not too bad, right? Like, I go in, I get to make my own hours, I leave early, but you know, I hear what, like, sometimes it's just better to put faces on your coworkers. You get that in-person collaboration, etc. I get that, but I don't know. But there's some jobs, like, I think if you're in sales or marketing where you're client-facing, yeah, you should be in the office because you're constantly having to entertain clients and deal with those kind of people live. But like, if you're doing like a back office IT role or finance role like I do, or something like that, like, there's really no reason for me to be in the office, right? So I'm it's either or, I guess. I think a lot of these organizations are just being stupid. I think a lot of it's to do is because they're spending enormous amounts of money on corporate rent, and they need to justify it instead of just getting rid of it or downsizing it.
Our building is like half empty right now just because our staff got cut because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like, we're the lucky ones to be back. Like, only half of us came back.
I don't know. It's either here or there. You kind of knew what you signed up for. So if you signed up like to the job 10 years ago and it was an office thing and things went crazy because because of COVID and you went remote. Like, that's how it was before, and I think people are just just not adjusting to it. And if they're unhappy, then they're more than welcome to go get a new job. But at the same time, I have more sympathy for the people who were like hired with the expectation the job would be remote, and now they're being told to go back to the office, versus the people that were going to the office for years, been
Yeah,
remote
like
for the
that.
past 2, and now it's like, okay, well, it's over, and we want everyone back in. Like, to me, it's like, well, that was what it was before, and if you want to, change that, then, talk to your manager or something.
That's the point I agree with. Is it like, yeah, if you have been in the office before, blah blah blah, then okay, they expect you to come back. That's up to you. But someone hired on like with the provision it's a remote job, then like those are the people that you worry about,
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot more nuanced than a lot of people online are making it. So I think we've said all we can really say about that. It just, as Bent says, it is what it is. I don't have a strong opinion on it personally. I do feel like I'll agree with both of you that if people were hired on expecting never to have to go in, then there should be exceptions made for them, and for all I know, maybe there are. I don't know. Moving on then to our only other piece of news, because most of the stuff to talk about has been like data mining shit on 10.0.7. But there is a Valentine's sale running in the Blizzard shop, the World of Warcraft shop I'm speaking of specifically. This runs until February 27th. So what you can find as a part of this sale is you can get up to 20% off the base edition of Dragonflight or the heroic and epic upgrades. I think when I bought Dragonflight, I bought the heroic, not the epic. I don't think I'm gonna be upgrading though, because the only thing I would want are those back piece wing transmogs, but from what I understand, they're very stiff and don't look great. I think I would end up being just as disappointed with that. Did you just giggle because I said stiff?
Yeah.
I didn't giggle, I just laughed out loud. Why are you giggling for?
That's funny. But I feel like I would be just as disappointed with that as I was with the Sinstone back piece from
That's what she said.
Revendreth.
That's what she said. Oh, sorry. I was trying to work that in before you said Sinstone back piece.
Yeah. I would be just as disappointed. That's what she said.
That's what I was going for, exactly.
It's oddly enough different reasons that I would be disappointed is because the Sinstone bounced around too much, and then this just stays put too much. Giggity. So what else is part of this sale is they have put up something that they're calling the Ultimate Cuddly Pack, where you get every single one of the cute-ass pets that they sell. And you get up to 67% off of what they're charging for that, which I don't know off the top of my head what that is. But I do know that the price adjusts for that pet package thing based on how many of those pets you already own. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
Did you guys see, though, that the major thing about this is that it has like 20 pets in it, I think?
Yep, it's
20 or 21 pets, and based on the price of shop pets, which are like $10, this original pack, if you don't have any of these pets, is actually retailing for $210.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and so the way the price comes down is if you already have any of those, it just takes like $10 off for each one that you already have. So I actually forgot to check mine. I forgot to see, but I don't really I sell a lot of my pets, especially like the cute ones and the ones that do funny things and sit on your shoulders. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. I'm out of here. There's like a parrot that sits on your shoulders. Oh, this little monkey does a flip every now and then. Okay, great. I don't give a fuck. I sell it on the auction house. I don't care about pets whatsoever.
Yeah,
But yeah, $210 to start. Sorry to interrupt, but that's the starting price.
No, that's good. That's good information. Yeah, so that's a thing. Worth noting that you can't get this in Wrath Classic, which, I mean, duh. But gotta point it out anyway. As far as Wrath Classic goes, as part of this Valentine's sale, you can get 25% off the Northrend Heroic upgrade or the Northrend Epic upgrade. And this does include something that didn't exist at the time of original Wrath, a level 70 boost, which you cannot use on a Death Knight. It would be a waste to use it on a Death Knight anyway, because by the time you're out of the starting zone, you're level 58 and you've got 12 levels to go. Sorry, 22 levels to go. Still, it'd be a waste. And that's actually all we have for the news. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about.
Wait, no, I think you're right. 58 to 70 is 12.
Yeah, but the level cap in Wrath is 80.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I forgot that for a second myself, too.
Oof.
Okay. I guess we can move on to what I've been looking forward to the most today is Question of the Week.
Question, the week.
Okay, so this has been fun. Last week, we said, ruin a dungeon or a raid name by changing one word. And we kept getting people making multiple answers after other people have answered. So when I compiled everybody's responses, I had to keep scrolling up and down Discord. And I hope I didn't miss anybody's answer doing that, but I don't think I
was wondering how we were going to do this, because it was a lot of... So what Wally's saying is we basically took everyone's answers and put them... So we'll say, like, who said it and their answer. And what had happened in Discord was we were kind of responding to each other. So if you guys want to see that sort of live interaction, definitely come to thrallsballs.com and get yeeted into the Discord. But this question of the week is sick, y'all. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
So, for example, Shanty would have said maybe his first one, then Luda, and then Aaron, and then maybe Shanty said his second one, so I just kind of put them all in line. So I'll kick us off here. Shanty Man said Balls of Origination, Wailing Whorehouse, and Infection Chasm. I'm assuming Infection Chasm is like Rage Fire Chasm, and it itches like a Rage Fire.
It's like a walking STD.
That sounds like a personal problem that I have never had. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
I mean, you can get an infection after visiting the Wailing Whorehouse, I would assume.
Oh my god, yes you can.
Balls of origination is probably like when you go through puberty and your balls drop.
We're probably gonna say balls a lot, guys. This is like, we're famous for balls and dick jokes, but I think this one takes the cake. Anyways,
I feel like balls of origination refers to like your father.
Wait, what?
I feel like the idea of balls of origination refers to like one's father, like you originated in those balls.
I don't know. Yes, I get it, but I don't know.
Didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Ludovic says molten horror, and this one cracked me up actually loudly. The dragon's hole instead of the dragon's soul. Fucking shit made me crack up, dude. Hell yeah.
I love that we occasionally have the odd cloaca reference. Okay, so because Aaron's was kind of short, Ben, do you want to read Aaron's and oh god, he told me how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, bro. Camille?
Yeah. So Aaron says Blackhawk Death's Court of Shart.
Yeah.
I shart myself quite often, so I'm down with Court of Shart. Camille says Upper Blackhawk Spire, baby. That sounds like a porno.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Craig says Anal Academy, Ragefire Cooter for Ragefire Chasm, Brothel Citadel for Scarlet Citadel, Dragon Tits for Dragon Soul, and this one's just plain gross, Chromie's Underrot. The Underrot.
Oh, I love that Underrot. No.
Oh,
like, why does
gross.
it have to be Chromies though? Like, I don't know. I mean,
so Brothel Citadel is actually a cool name because there's a lot of people who like are obsessed with the white main girl in there. I think she's like hot or something.
Actually, a friend of mine
Sally
apparently
Whitemane. Like some Sally Whitemane fan fiction going on, or
yeah.
No, for real? Shut up.
You gotta fuck your way through the dungeon to get to her.
Ah, no. That's gross.
Scarlet Brothel. Yeah, apparently a friend of mine, IRL, once one of the first cosplays she did was Sally Whitemane, and I said to her, I was like, wait, Scarlet Crusade Sally Whitemane or Death Knight Sally Whitemane? And then she got quiet and she's like, a Death Knight? I was like, oh God, you don't know, you poor sweet summer child. I honestly think she's more badass.
You had someone
as a
so
Death Knight.
into like the lore that they didn't progress with the game. They just stood there in the moment and they were like, "Oh, Sally Whitemane before she was a Death Knight status."
I guess she never played WoW. She based her cosplay on Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of a WoW snob thing to do. Actually, I'm sorry. Sorry to Willie's
No,
friend.
you're good. You're good. Gershom, I think you're up with the next one, and this one came from Twitter.
Oh, that's our boys. Scrubs versus the World. Shout out the live mine. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just read this. So
Yeah.
instead of the dead mines, it's the live mines. A place of hope and happiness awaits you in this dungeon where the starving people are fed and paid a living wage. Wouldn't that be the most punk rock dream come true fucking ever? I don't know if that was Sai or Projali, but either way, that came from Scrubs versus the World, our one of our friends of the show for sure.
Hell yeah.
The live mines instead of the dead mines. That would be a dream come true.
What would you even fight in there? Or do you fight at all? Or do you just go in and have like afternoon tea alongside some butt sex or something?
But like, would you want to be sitting in those weird like dirt tunnels though? Like, then you would just come out and like retake Westfall. It'd be a punk rock revolution. They would just come out, they would start there and they would come out and retake Westfall, and I don't know. This drink was pretty good, I'm just gonna say.
Okay, this is a total tangent. I have been wondering for a long time, since there's that alternate Draenor, what the hell was going on with Azeroth in that alternate timeline, because they never invaded and didn't do their shit. And I kind of want oh wait, no, this never would have happened. I was gonna say I kind of want it to be like taken over by the Defias Brotherhood, but it wouldn't have been, because Stormwind wouldn't have needed to be rebuilt. So never mind, this is all going nowhere. All right, so that was all the answers we got. Bent, you chimed in with one pretty funny answer. What was it?
Well,
you wanna
I
say?
went with halls of butt fucking instead of halls of valor.
fucking.
Is that
Gershom, you had a
as hard
lot.
as hard as you get butt fucked when you fall off the thing, when everyone tells you there's like a thing and you don't, and you can run right on the edge.
I could have sworn there was
and you
a
fall
barrier.
off and you get butt fucked and you get like LFG kicks because everyone's like, oh my god, you fell off the thing. Anyways, I said Whipping Caverns instead of Wailing Caverns. Smellfire Citadel. Also, I can't take credit for this, but I heard someone in the community once start saying Castle Nastria, so I like that. I thought personally that Sanctum of Domination sounds sus as fuck by itself, or maybe fun, or both. I mean, it is what it is. Ruby Strife Poops, Slurpomance, Icecock Citadel, Siege of Orgasmar, Anal Too Far Academy, Nyalotha the Waking Shitty, and the Shattered Balls.
The Shattered Balls. Oh my god.
Dude, I was doing time walking. I was high as fuck, and I was like, no. And I texted you immediately. I was like, oh my god, the Shattered Balls. I know we said balls like a whole lot in this question of the week, but that was I don't know. I like that one a lot, the Shattered Balls.
So then I said Fart of Fear, like for Heart of Fear. And when I was thinking that, I was like, you're walking down the grocery store and you don't know if it's a fart or not. So,
those poor carrots. Oh jeez.
Oh god. Balls of Stone, Ulduar, but with strippers. Armpit of Sauron, Kinks of the Triumvirate, Ragefire Poopin'. That one doesn't work so well. Crack Rock Caverns. This one is purely a reference to Do Not Relent. If you don't get the reference, go listen to their show long enough and you will. I took the Firelands and turned it into the Magma Lands. And my personal favorite, Sky Reach Around.
That one had me busting last night when you said that too.
Busting makes me feel
No.
good.
I was literally thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, Wooly right there just said why I always fucking time out of that dungeon. Why I'm always willing to take 30-minute break. If you ever feel uncomfortable, you can take a 30-minute break and just go do something else. Like when Skyreach around pops for you.
So before I say what our new question is, I want to stress because this is so fucking funny. I did ask in raid chat, but I got one answer and it wasn't very good, so I'm not reading it. By raid chat, I mean raid general. I'm not throwing my guild under the bus. If you think of any more answers, feel free to send them to us. We'll probably read them anyway because this is kind of fun. We do have a new question, however. And this question is being borrowed, because I couldn't think of a question, from an old Lagging Balls episode. Shout out to Lagging Balls. You can still find their old episodes and listen to them if you want. They're pretty good. Also, hashtag never forget, because they're not around anymore. But that was personally my inspiration for wanting to do a podcast was Lagging Balls. Anyway. The new question is, if you were a raid boss, what would your signature mechanic be? You can answer that on social media. We are on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at ThrallsBallsPod. You can send your answer in email, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Or the most fun way to answer, you can answer in Discord by going to thrallsballs.com, and it'll just zap you right into the server. Okay, so Gershom, you came up with some Wrath of the Lich King trivia, which I still don't have a bumper for, so we're gonna get onto the head of the class and eater of ass segment. How's that sound?
I was wondering what those initials meant in the show notes. I'm like, what did that mean? Oh my god.
It's the Hot C AOA.
Hot C AOA. Oh yeah, baby.
Hot C AOA? I don't know. Head of the class, eater of ass, whatever. I'll come up with a bumper at some point in the future. Anyway, so if anybody is unfamiliar with what the hell we're talking about, if you score 80% or better, you get to be the head of the class and the eater of ass. So this week, Bent and I are going head to head against Gershom's questions. I would assume if we tied, then we're like tied for, I don't know, valedictorian, emphasis on dick. I don't know.
We gotta eat each other's asses.
Whoa! I don't know how Lady Moonberry would feel about that.
And I only wipe once a week, Willie.
Okay, fine, but I'm going back to that Subway first.
Ugh, no!
Yeah, you ever seen Human Centipede? Suck it.
I was just gonna say, y'all are turning into a human centipede. You're so nasty.
So how
I
we
hate
run
you
this?
Guys.
Yeah. Gershom asks us the questions, and then we send her our answers privately on Discord, and she announces which one of us was right. So, do you want to take over from here, buddy?
Yes. Let me just open my. Oops. You can edit this out. Okay. Nope. You guys are in here. Okay.
Cool.
All right, so I know we did a Wrath one once in honor of like Wrath Classic or something, but I really wanted to, because of the Arthas book that I'm reading and really heavily enjoying, do more of like a directly Arthas Lich King sort of vibe. So, okay, without further ado, number 1, what are the names of the dogs in Ice Crown Citadel? Before you fight the crazy pharmacist man.
Okay, I think I answered correctly.
You did.
Sweet!
Nope. Okay, you did. Ben didn't have any guesses, so yes, you were correct. Precious and Stinky. And you can get Precious's collar, which is a shirt, and it's pink. It's pretty cute. Gershom actually has it on all the time. He never washes it.
Gross.
Yeah, also not wiping except for once a week. Okay, sorry. I'm doing some arranging here. Okay. Who was Arthas with when he claimed Frostmourne?
Oh, I know this. Hold on, I gotta think of his name now.
I can't remember which fucking one.
I did good with this one because I knew this was gonna happen to you guys.
Oh god, I took a 50-50 guess here.
Yeah, and you're right. You were right.
Hey, hold on, I'm
Sweet.
watching my answer. I know who it is.
Wait, no. Okay, I didn't even see your answer, so just submit another one. Okay, you guys are both right. It was Muradin Bronzebeard, not
Hey.
Magni. I know, because Magni was busy being the king. Muradin was the
I put
diplomat.
Bran, and then I was like, fuck, it's Muradin.
I thought
I
I saw
wasn't-
Bran like pop up real quick, and I was like, no, it's not Bran.
I wasn't trying to decide between Muradin and Magni. I was trying to decide between Muradin and Bran.
Oh, because you're on the path of like, duh, Magni was
Yeah.
king. He wouldn't be doing that shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it was Muradin. Okay, number 3 is, this is a softball. I'll let you guys just have this one. Name the DK starting zone.
Which part of it?
Like, just when you start. Like, what's the first part where you show up? No, Bent.
Yes, it is. I just started a DK, and that's exactly where I spawned. I talked to the guy, and then I go on.
No, Wooly has it right. It's Acarus the Ebonhold.
No, when you make a death knight, you can do it right now, I promise you. You make a death knight, you talk to the Lich King. First thing you do.
But I don't
you're
think you're in
talking
Icecrown
about,
Citadel. You're on the porch of the Ebonhold. I might have fucked this up.
Allied
No.
races start there.
Huh?
Allied races as Death Knights and pandas start at
Icecrown
Icecrown.
Citadel?
Yeah. In Rift,
Okay,
but
well-
since this is Wrath of the Lich King, I don't know. Your call.
I'll give you both a point because I didn't realize that, and I didn't know that at all. I was thinking of Wrath of the Lich King, but I'll give it to you because it makes sense.
What did you make? What was the Death Knight you made?
Yeah.
A Fulpera, his name is Furry Dead.
Okay, yeah. I like that name. But yep, that would be why you started on top of the spire.
I learned something today, so I guess you guys are kind of tied. No, Wooly has one more point.
Furry dead. What the fuck?
Furry dead. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far with that. All right. Why were paladins originally created? This is kind of like an essay answer, although it doesn't have to be long. Basically, what threat were paladins created as a response to? Maybe I should be specific and say human paladins. Why were human paladins created? Because I don't know if Draenei had paladins back. I don't know.
They came into the game being able to be paladins, but
Because of
in
their
terms of
association
Draenei
with the light,
culture,
yeah.
in terms of Draenei culture, they were exarchs.
Okay, so this one's tough because you guys both said the Scourge, which is true, but it was actually a very specific threat, and that threat was Baker. Hold on, give me 1 second.
All right, slight technical, well, not so much technical as furry problem we had to figure out a solution to. It's all good. So I don't know where exactly we're gonna cut the edit, but you just want to say like the actual answer to the why human paladins were created.
Yes, okay, so specifically they were created as a response to the first Death Knights. So the orc Tarangor was raised and became, I believe, the first Death Knight, unless I'm fucking this up really bad. This is according to Chronicles. And became Terran Gorefiend. And the first paladins were created from clerics, basically priests, who were trained to fight and blah, 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 and use the light, and as a response to the first orc Death Knights. They were exclusively orcs, I believe, the first Death Knights. So, yeah.
So
Probably have some of that
because,
wrong, but that's the gist.
Well, because we both said Scourge, are you giving us the point or no?
No.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
gave you guys the point earlier. I can't be too nice. Y'all
Fair
are going to start
enough.
thinking I'm nice. You're going to get it all fucked up.
I guess that's fair. All right, what's the next one?
Okay. Who was the mastermind behind the original idea of a Lich King?
Oh shit.
I have a big fat hint for you if you want a big fat hint.
I'm not sure I need one. Am I close?
And I'm checking. Okay, Bent is right. Sorry, I'm still learning how to jump around. You guys are both right. It was Kill Jaden.
Yay!
Yep. Good job. Yeah. I was hoping you guys wouldn't say something dumb like the jailer. Like, oh my god, it was the jailer. I was like, no, it was Kill Jaden. He did it to control Ner'zhul so he could get the orcs back for the Draenei thing. And
did they retcon it though, where the jailer was responsible for everything?
Yeah, I think so. That's why I was hoping you guys would say Kill Jaden, because also we're talking about like how it looked in Wrath Times, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
that's good to keep in mind though.
Also, fuck the jailer. It was the lamest fucking boss of all time.
Most forgettable. Okay. Sorry. This one's gonna get you guys because I had to look it up. But I didn't get any of these offline, by the way. I did not Google these.
Damn.
I made these all up myself, yeah. By the way, if you Google some of the quiz questions, they're really dumb. We should maybe create a website of our good trivia questions and put it up so that on Google, when we'll come up on the search instead of these stupid ones that come up when you search, like, just go search Ice Crown Citadel trivia and it'll give you the stupidest shit.
Oh, damn.
Anyways, yeah, it's really bad. It's like, what was the real name of the Lich King? And you're like, oh, duh. Okay. Anyways, my question, which is better, is we are all familiar with Angrathar, the Wrathgate, obviously. Oh my god, Baker, don't start. There are 3 other gates. You do not need to know their game fake language names, but what are their English names? So the blank gate.
I don't fucking know any of these.
You don't know any of them?
Hang on.
I know one starts with an A, but that's it.
I knew this one was gonna get you guys.
This is very much incorrect.
No, it's very incorrect. That's funny though. You said Earthgate, Windgate, and Firegate. No, not quite. Are you gonna send something then? Or are you just forfeiting?
Oh, I give up. It's like Angrathar, I think one of them, but I don't know.
Angrathar. Okay, so Angrathar is the Wrathgate. The other ones are Corprathar, the Horror Gate. I would have been okay with the Horror Gate. Then there's a Mortrathar, I think. There's a Desolation Gate and a Death Gate.
Yep, never would have
So
gotten
a Horror
any of
Gate,
those.
a Desolation Gate, and a Death Gate, and a Wrath Gate. And those are the gates around like the 4 sort of sides of the circle around like Ice Crown Citadel. So
Okay, so that was question 6, is that right? Yes, I think it was.
yes, I think so.
So basically, I'm at a point right now where I have to answer every question right to get that 80%. And Bent, best you can do is a 70. C's get degrees though, buddy. Don't feel bad.
Oh, I know.
Man, the highest I ever got was like a D-. Don't even trip. And I swear I know about this game. This is the best. I love trivia. Okay. Why was Arthas originally headed for Quel'Thalas? It wasn't to kill Sylvanas. That's your hint.
We're gonna see if I'm right.
Hold on. God damn it. I think the girls just came home. Let me see.
Well, that's a pretty clear indicator.
Yeah, Baker's barking. I'll give it to both of you to take control of the Sunwell. Yes, Bent did have the extra correct detail was to resummon Kel'Thuzad and thereby take control of the Sunwell. He was going to use the Sunwell to reanimate Kel'Thuzad and basically, as Marley Gray put it, to take a shit in the pool.
Honestly, I don't think I can take the point for that because I specifically said to fuck up the Sunwell.
Okay.
So I think you gotta give that one to Bent.
I'm gonna have to go for like another second. I'm so sorry. This is the worst.
Go for it. We're on question 8 now. Is that right?
I think so. Yes, because that's 8. I have 8, 9, and 10 left. I have no tiebreakers. But wait, you didn't take the point, so you're not gonna get either of us?
I
still
can't.
Play, though.
I don't feel in good faith that I can do that.
Okay, well, you want to just play for fun?
Fuck yeah,
3 more questions? All right, hell yeah. All right. So what was the original location of Dalaran when it was like on the ground?
Chicago.
I swear I wish.
I know this. Hold on.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it's called. I know where. I could go there in game right now, but
Ben got it right.
Trying to remember. I think I'm technically right, but I don't have the name of it. I'm blanking.
Yeah, I think you're right. South of Lordaeron, over that big ass pond, past Golemance.
Well, that's more like a lake, I suppose.
Well, anyways, Ben had the right answer. It's Hillsbrad Foothills. It was in Hillsbrad Foothills.
Okay,
So if you went there in Classic, it was called the Crater of Dalaran, and there's like a big, huge place with like undead mages and crazy like turned people over there, because like that's when Ronan yanked Dalaran out of the ground and was like, "Peace out, bitch. We're out of here. See you."
All right, so Ben has
it was
pulled
originally
ahead
in
then.
Hillsbrad Foothills. Yeah, so Ben got it right. He did say that. Yeah.
Score stands 4-5 in Ben's favor now.
Oh, so Ben's winning. Okay. All right, this one's a softball. This is easy. So the two major factions that we unite with to defeat the Lich King are the Ebon Blade and the Argent Crusade. Who are the leaders of those factions at the time of Wrath of the Lich King? Who were the leaders, rather? There you go. Yeah, you guys were both right. I told you that.
Yay!
Was easy. Yeah, that was easy. All right, last one. Where are we at? So we're still at
We gotta say
5
the
to
answers.
6 to 5.
We gotta say the answers.
Oh, sorry, my bad. So the answers were the ruler of the Ebon Blade was Darian Mograine, and the ruler of the Argent Crusade was Tyrion Fordring. You guys both had it correct. My fault. God, this dog and this drink got me all fucked up, y'all. All right, here's the last one. Actually, wait. No, I have 2 more, but it doesn't really matter. This is fun. What was the name of Arthas's hammer when he was a paladin? I took some liberties here because I know we all read the book, but also maybe not for years, except for me. So
Yeah,
I'm being kind of a bitch on this.
I don't fucking remember, so I'm giving a joke answer.
Flesh Hammer of Justice. Dang, Ben, did you just read the Arthas book? Because you're getting a lot of these right.
I read it like 5 times. So
nice. Yeah, it's Light's Vengeance. And I actually did a little digging into like WoWWiki and WoWhead to see if this like drops anywhere, and it doesn't. I thought maybe it would. There's a currency somewhere called Light's Vengeance tokens. I don't know what that even had to do with at one point, but there is no like mace, a 2-handed mace you can get called Light's Vengeance. I thought that'd be dope because I know the Lich King at the end of ICC drops like a ass ton of weird like swords and troll banes and weird daggers and obviously mounts and stuff, but I have Wooly. But
it used to be in the game. You used to be able to buy it according to
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did a little digging. It wasn't too much digging, but I was just trying to see if it dropped anywhere. I was like, oh, that'd be cool if the Lich King like dropped it, but he does not. Apparently he cast that shit aside. He's like, hey, Frostmourne, you're my new bae. Let's go, bitch.
Okay, so you actually then came up with 11 questions if you still have one left, because I counted the answers.
Okay.
So I guess we can call that one.
I did kind of want to ask you this question.
I feel like we can call this extra credit. So like, I guess if Bent answers this correctly, he is the hot seat and Ewa.
All right, I'll get it in the hot seat with the hot seat. All right, so if you answer this question, you win the game. Which of the following two characters, Baker, stop. Which of the following 2 characters was not present at the Wrathgate? Arthas Menethil or Sylvanas Windrunner?
I feel like that's kind of an easy one.
Yeah, me too. Could be a trick question though. I could see it being a trick.
You guys know where I was going with this. I'm going to say it's a trick question because I don't think Arthas Menethil was there. He was long gone. So neither one of them were there. Except as I was researching this question, I went back and I watched the Wrathgate video. We're almost done. Just deal with him. Bolvar does run up to the Wrathgate and say, Arthas, come out and answer for your crimes, or whatever. And the Lich King does come out, but it's kind of like, wasn't he going to come out anyways? Everybody was already there to see him. So of course he was going to come. That was just like theatrical presentation. I feel like, I don't think he was responding to the name Arthas. I think he was just coming out anyway.
I mean,
so my answer to the question is I set it up as a trick question.
I actually disagree heavily with that.
I also
Really?
heavily disagree. That's kind of like saying, oh, Darth Vader has completely consumed Anakin. He's not Anakin anymore. There is no Anakin. Bullshit. He's still Anakin.
You think if someone said Anakin, Darth Vader would come coming down from the Death Star and come punch you in the teeth, though?
Yeah,
the way it was.
He would?
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, you're not supposed to know that, so you're going to die now.
Well, egg on my face then. I fucked up. You guys are both eaters of ass. Just not my ass.
I didn't get 80%. Bent did. I forget who has trivia next week. Anyway, Bent, you are now the official head of the class and eater of ass. I think you had this once before. Is that right?
I think so. I think I won it once before and you weren't here.
Yeah. I think... Who the fuck has trivia next? Is it you or me? Because I can do it if you don't want to.
Doesn't say, but I could do it because I haven't done it in a while, so.
All right, sounds good.
We will make it Battle for Azeroth theme.
Wait, what?
Trivia. Trivia is going to be Battle of Azeroth theme when I do it next
Battle
week.
for... I didn't hear the first word. I was like, wait, what? Something for Azeroth? Battle for Azeroth.
Azeroth themed. Erections for Azeroth. Okay, so...
I heard that word very clearly. Just very loud in my ear, like erections for Azeroth.
Erections for Azeroth. Okay, so... final thoughts, y'all? I think my final thought here is gonna be... fuck, I don't know. That question of the week from last week was a lot of fun to play with. That's my final thought.
Mine's stiff.
Yeah.
Erections for Azeroth. Ah!
Oh boy. Okay, well, with that out of the way, we are gonna get going here. You can feel free to follow us on our social medias. On Twitter, I am at Wooly08. There's at Hunter Gershom, Gershom, at Bentolas _outlaw, Bentolas. At Thralls Balls Pod is our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, which I haven't posted on Instagram and TikTok in a bit, but I'm going to work on that. You can email us with any feedback, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Go ahead and leave a review in the podcast directory found at bonusroll.gg. You can also leave one on iTunes. Feel free to join us in Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. Otherwise, we love you. Be good.
Stay cool, swingers.